All right, I'm not the first person to talk about this, but maybe you haven't heard this statistic before. And this is it. CDC study finds about 78% of people hospitalized for COVID were overweight or obese. Think about that. And we can't say for sure had these people, this 78% of hospitalizations, had they not been overweight, that doesn't mean that they necessarily wouldn't have been hospitalized. Maybe they had other complications, other coexisting morbidities, other coexisting factors, right? But this is staggering. And this is why the fat acceptance movement, or whatever you want to call it, is so incredibly dangerous. Think about what's being promoted in the media. It's super popular right now, and BMI is one thing. And that's what was used to deduce this statistic. Okay, so overweight, obese, you've got normal, you've got thin, it goes on down the list. I know I'm screwing up the proper terms because I don't care that much about BMI, although it's relative here. It's more about actual body fat percentage. So some people may have got lumped in here who weren't over fat, but the vast majority were over fat. Dangerous, dangerous stuff. And the fat acceptance, body positivity movement is a dangerous thing to be teaching to children. 78% of people hospitalized for COVID were overweight or obese. So think about how that translates to deaths and how many deaths occurred from these hospitalizations. Sure, I'm sure some people died in their homes, other places, not necessarily in the hospital from COVID, but this is the real epidemic. And it ain't going nowhere. There's no vaccine for it. Well, hopefully it does improve, but there's no vaccine for this epidemic, but this is the real epidemic we're dealing with. If you are healthy and lean, it makes it a lot less likely that you have health complications, not only from COVID. That's one thing, but it translates to any other infectious disease. Like common ones that we deal with anyway, that we know of. Of course, we wouldn't deal with like Ebola or something crazy like that. But if your immune system is strong and you are healthy and lean, you're less likely to run into complications. 78% of people hospitalized for COVID were overweight or obese. The body positivity movement, I'm sure there's some positive elements to it, and you should always love yourself, absolutely. But loving yourself and recognizing and confronting the truth that you may not be in a healthy place is also a good thing. They're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to hate yourself to improve your health. Woo!